In this unique anime adaptation of the Tarot's Major Arcana, we follow the journey of our main character, Fool, as he embarks on a path of self-discovery. As Fool encounters each of the major arcana, he meets various black anime characters who represent the different aspects of the arcana. By helping them overcome their shadow aspects, Fool gains a deeper understanding of himself and the world around him. 1. The Magician. Fool meets a skilled alchemist named Ao, who has the ability to manipulate elements and create powerful concoctions. Ao struggles with overconfidence and arrogance, which often leads to reckless behavior. Fool helps Ao understand the importance of balance and humility, allowing Ao to harness his true potential. 2. The High Priestess. Next, Fool encounters a mysterious psychic named Amara, who possesses the gift of intuition and foresight. However, Amara's fear of her own abilities has caused her to withdraw from the world. Fool helps Amara confront her fears and trust her inner wisdom, allowing her to embrace her gifts and share them with others. 3. The Empress. Fool meets a nurturing and compassionate earth goddess named Zola. Zola is the embodiment of abundance and fertility, but her shadow aspect is codependency and a tendency to smother others. Fool helps Zola learn to set boundaries and practice self-care, allowing her to continue nurturing others in a healthy way. 4. The Emperor. Our protagonist encounters a powerful and disciplined warrior named Jabari. As the embodiment of authority and structure, Jabari struggles with rigidity and an inability to adapt to change. Fool teaches Jabari the importance of flexibility and the ability to embrace change, allowing him to become a more effective leader. 5. The Hierophant. Fool meets a wise and spiritual teacher named Kofi, who represents tradition and spiritual guidance. Kofi's shadow aspect is dogmatism and an unwillingness to accept new ideas. Fool helps Kofi to see the value in questioning tradition and embracing new perspectives, allowing him to become a more open-minded spiritual guide. 6. The Lovers. In this arc, Fool encounters a pair of star-crossed lovers, Nia and Malik. They represent the union of opposites, but their shadow aspect is indecisiveness and an inability to commit. Fool helps Nia and Malik find balance within themselves and their relationship, allowing them to make a commitment to one another and move forward together. 7. The Chariot. Fool meets a courageous and ambitious adventurer named Sefu, who is on a quest for glory and success. Sefu's shadow aspect is aggression and a tendency to trample over others in pursuit of his goals. Fool teaches Sefu the importance of empathy and compassion, allowing him to achieve his goals without harming others. 8. Strength. Our protagonist encounters a gentle and serene healer named Adisa, who represents inner strength and patience. Adisa's shadow aspect is self-doubt and a lack of confidence in her abilities. Fool helps Adisa to recognize and embrace her inner power, allowing her to become a more effective healer. 9. The Hermit. Fool meets an introspective and solitary sage named Omari, who represents introspection and inner guidance. Omari's shadow aspect is isolation and an inability to connect with others. Fool helps Omari learn to balance solitude with connection, allowing him to share his wisdom with others while maintaining his inner peace. As Fool continues his journey, he encounters the remaining major arcana characters, each with their own unique challenges and shadow aspects. Through his interactions with these characters, Fool learns valuable lessons about himself and the world around him, ultimately leading him to a profound understanding of the interconnectedness of all things and the power of self-discovery. After leaving the Empress and the Emperor, Fool encounters the Hierophant, who represents spiritual guidance and tradition. The Hierophant teaches Fool about the importance of faith and the value of tradition, but also cautions him against dogmatism and blind obedience. Fool learns that it is essential to question beliefs and seek truth rather than blindly follow. Next, Fool meets the Lovers, who embody the concept of love and relationships. They teach Fool about the importance of balance and harmony in all relationships, as well as the significance of choices and the consequences that come with them. Fool learns that love is not only about passion but also about commitment, trust, and mutual respect. Fool then encounters the chariot, a symbol of willpower, determination, and self-control. The chariot teaches Fool that he must harness his inner strength and drive to overcome obstacles and achieve his goals. However, the chariot also warns Fool about the dangers of arrogance and the need for humility. As Fool continues his journey, he meets Strength, who teaches him about inner power and resilience. Strength shows Fool that true strength comes from within and that he must learn to face his fears and insecurities to find his inner courage. By embracing his vulnerability, Fool discovers that he is capable of overcoming any challenge. The Hermit is the next character Fool encounters. The Hermit represents introspection and solitude, urging Fool to look within himself for answers and guidance. Through self-reflection, Fool learns the importance of self-discovery and the value of wisdom gained through life experiences. Fool then meets the Wheel of Fortune, which signifies the cycles of life and the inevitability of change. The Wheel of Fortune teaches Fool that life is full of ups and downs and that he must learn to adapt and embrace change to grow and evolve. Next, Fool encounters Justice, who teaches him about fairness, balance, and the importance of making ethical decisions. Justice reminds Fool that every action has a consequence and that he must take responsibility for his choices. Fool then meets the Hanged Man, who represents surrender and letting go. The Hanged Man teaches Fool that sometimes, the best course of action is to accept the situation and let go of control. By doing so, Fool learns to see things from a different perspective and gains new insights. Death is the next character Fool encounters, symbolizing transformation and change. Death teaches Fool that endings are merely new beginnings and that change is a natural part of life. Through this lesson, Fool learns to embrace change and let go of the past. Temperance is the next character on Fool's journey, representing balance and moderation. Temperance teaches Fool the importance of finding equilibrium in all aspects of life, from emotions to actions. By practicing moderation, Fool learns to live a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Fool then meets the Devil, who represents temptation and addiction. The Devil teaches Fool about the dangers of giving in to his desires and losing control. By facing his shadow side, Fool learns to recognize and overcome his weaknesses. Next, Fool encounters the Tower, symbolizing sudden upheaval and chaos. The Tower teaches Fool that sometimes, destruction is necessary for growth and that he must let go of old beliefs and structures to make way for new beginnings. Fool then meets the Star, who represents hope, inspiration, and spiritual guidance. The Star teaches Fool to have faith in himself and the universe, reminding him that even in the darkest times, there is always a guiding light. The Moon is the next character on Fool's journey, symbolizing intuition, dreams, and the subconscious. The Moon teaches Fool to trust his instincts and explore the depths of his inner world. By doing so, Fool discovers hidden truths and gains a deeper understanding of himself. Fool then encounters the Sun, representing vitality, joy, and enlightenment. The Sun teaches Fool to embrace life's pleasures and live in the present moment. Through this lesson, Fool learns to appreciate the beauty and warmth that life has to offer. Finally, Fool meets the World, who represents completion, wholeness, and the interconnectedness of all things. The World teaches Fool that he is a part of a greater whole and that his journey is not only about self-discovery but also about understanding his place in the universe. Through his encounters with the Major Arcana characters, Fool learns valuable lessons about life, love, and self-discovery. His journey ultimately leads him to a profound understanding of the interconnectedness of all things and the power of self-discovery. With this newfound wisdom, Fool is ready to begin a new cycle of growth and transformation, forever changed by the lessons he has learned along the way.